beautiful people, it's your girl Tay, and I'm here yet again with another update video. So definitely make sure you guys smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe, plus push the post notification bell button so that way anytime I upload a video you will be notified. Alright you guys, so I am trying out a new camera. I'm pretty sure you can tell this is a regular camera that I am using, so the lighting is going to be off. I've kind of got to play around with it, but enough about that. Let's jump right into the news. So a lot of you guys have actually been asking me about the fact that emergency food stamps could be ending in April. I've heard you guys loud and clear, and I did do some research last night, so I'm going to that actually right now just to give you guys the information that I found. So the first site that I went to, and I looked up literally SNAP benefits to end in April or on April the 15th. So it says stimulus bill era supplemental SNAP assistance is at risk of ending on April the 15th, okay? Now this is on a website called Go Banking Rates. It's also up under google.com. I'll try to leave the link for it down below in the description box so you guys can read on it yourself. This was published on February the 24th, and it basically says that if the Biden administration does not extend the public health emergency declaration put in place during the pandemic, then the benefits will expire on April the 15th, and that's for pretty much all the rest of the states that still are receiving them, okay? It says since the pandemic began to affect economy and prices started to increase, and the U.S. Department of Agriculture granted waivers to the certain states and territories allowing for the issuance of emergency supplemental income to SNAP recipients, okay? It says the extra money was conditional on a state issuing an emergency or disaster declaration. The majority of the states and territories have done so and have been issuing supplemental SNAP benefits to their EBT recipients as well. So it says Secretary of Health and Human Services Xavier Becerra extended the emergency declaration on January the 16th of this year with a new expiry date of April the 15th of this year. This means if the measure is not extended once again, the supplemental SNAP money millions of Americans have been receiving is now at risk. Okay, so that was one site. Then let me jump over to another site. Now this one is on, I think the website is called Reuters. Yeah, www.reuters.com. It says Biden to extend U.S. national emergency due to the health risk, okay? This one came out February the 18th, so a couple of days before the other one came out. It says President Joe Biden said on Friday that the U.S. national emergency declared in March 20th due to the pandemic will be extended beyond March 1st to the ongoing risk of public health. So I'm assuming that this was printed before, well, obviously it was printed before the last article that I read to you guys. So as of right now, I'm not seeing anything to suggest that the extension or the public health declaration will still be in full effect. It says, but it goes on to say that there remains a need to continue this national emergency, Biden said in a letter on Friday to Speaker of the House of Representatives and the President of the Senate. The letter was released by the White House. The emergency would have been automatically terminated unless within 90 days prior to the anniversary date of its declaration, the President sent a notice to the Congress stating it is to continue beyond the anniversary date, okay? Going on down, does it say it in this one? Okay, nothing else in that one. So let's skip over to the third and final piece of information that I was able to find. Hopefully it's this one. Hold on, where is it? I think it was this one. Okay, so on this one, it pretty much just says the same thing. This one was published actually back in January of this year. It says the PHE, which is the public health emergency, has been in place since January 27th of 2020 and has been renewed several times during the course of the pandemic. The latest HHS extension for the PHE is effective January 16, 2022 through April the 16th, 2022. So there you have it. They can only extend this, I believe, at 90 days at a time. So if they don't get in to extend the public health emergency before the expiration date, which is April the 16th, and that means that for the remaining states that are still receiving benefits, I think we're up to about 39, then no, they will no longer receive extra SNAP. You'll be continuing to receive your regular amount that you get on your regular issuance schedule, but beyond that, there will be no more emergency SNAP. I do hope that he extends it for another 90 days, but I can't say whether that is going to happen or not. You guys just, you know how I say it. Well, I'll just give you that information as it unfolds, but I did want to address that since so many of you guys had actually asked me about it. You guys have to excuse me. I am seriously experiencing some type of allergy reaction or something, but I have been sneezing all day. But anyways, Moving on from that, let me take a gander at emergency SNAP maximum benefits for the month of March, just to see if there's anything additional. I don't think that there will be, and even to possibly see if there are any states that have already been approved for April. Nope, so nothing for April as of yet. I'm still showing the same states no matter. I'm going to give you guys that payout information anyway. So we have Alabama at April the 1st. Now this is emergency SNAP maximum benefits for the month of March, you guys. The month of March. We have Alabama. I'm sorry, my nose. We have Alabama at April the 1st, Alaska March the 1st through the 31st, Arizona March the 1st or the 2nd, California April the 16th, Colorado March the 6th through the 11th, Connecticut March the 17th, and every Friday in March until all apps are completed. Delaware March the 23rd, regular issuance for DC, Georgia March the 28th through the 31st, Hawaii April the 12th, Illinois March the 21st through the 29th, Indiana March the 5th through the 23rd, Iowa March the 1st through the 10th, April 15th through the 24th for Kansas, Kentucky March the 2nd through the 19th, Louisiana March the 5th, 12th, 19th, and 26th, Maine March the 10th, Maryland March the 1st through the 31st, Massachusetts April the 4th, Michigan March the 19th through the 28th, New Hampshire March the 3rd and the 18th, and then April 3rd and the 15th. New Jersey March the 1st through the 5th. New Mexico all month long, so March 1st through the 31st. New York City March 17th through the 18th, the 21st through the 25th, the 28th and the 30th, and then the rest of the state districts will be the 7th through the 10th, and then the 13th through the 17th, okay? Then we have North Carolina at March the 22nd through the 31st, Ohio at March the 24th, Oklahoma at March the 10th through the 15th, Oregon March the 10th through the 30th, and then April 1st, Pennsylvania March the 17th through the 19th, the 22nd through the 26th, I'm sorry, the 29th and the 80th, and then May 6th. Rhode Island March the 3rd, South Carolina March the 1st through the 19th, Texas March the 7th through the 11th, Utah March the 27th, Vermont April the 14th, Vermont April the 14th, Virginia March the 16th, Washington March the 2nd through the 20th, West Virginia March the 3rd, and then a final run April the 13th, Wisconsin March the 19th and May 7th, and then Guam March the 18th. Now, that is absolutely all that I have for emergency SNAP maximum benefits. I am also going to take a look at pandemic EBT just to see if we're getting lucky. Let's see here. It looks like the same states. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Looks like 19 states as of today, which is Monday. Happy Monday, you guys. I know I forgot to say it, but happy Monday. Okay, but as of right now, for pandemic EBT, we have Colorado, Delaware, Guam, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, Minnesota, Nebraska, New Mexico, North Carolina, Ohio, Rhode Island, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, West Virginia, and Wisconsin. And that is going to end off the pandemic EBT benefits. Now, let's head over to the news and see what they're talking about today. See if we got a little bit of tea, a little bit of something that's going on, or just some news in general that I think you guys may need to know about. Let's see here. So, okay, so I found this to be interesting. Not anything that's a necessity, I should say. Hold on. She doesn't seem like she want to come up. Nothing is coming up. Let's try this again. The app is malfunctioning, you guys. Give me a moment. Okay, so 2 days ago this was purchased by KTLA and it pertains to California. It says California among other states looking to adopt daylight savings time year round. Now, I honestly did not pay attention to the calendar and I didn't realize that it was daylight savings time this weekend, which sucked because my sleeping is all off right now. If that happened to anybody else, y'all let me know down below. But it says daylight saving times begin on Sunday, which was yesterday if you guys didn't know it, because I sure didn't until I started looking at my clocks. Americans in all but 2 states will be setting their clocks ahead an hour. In lieu losing out on some sleep. Not a fan of adjusting the time on your clock. Many lawmakers aren't either and have already launched attempts to keep us from having to change our clocks. Since 2015, at least 350 bills and resolutions regarding daylight savings time have been introduced in nearly all states, according to the National Conference of State Legislators. Unfortunately, most of these did not pass. So there's really no need to go into the rest of this article, you know, but I did want to know what you guys, how you felt about that, if you thought that that was something that was good. How do you feel about the time going back and forth? Honestly, I would prefer for the time to stay the way that it is now, where we have longer days and it gets darker between 7 and 8, only for safety reasons, for people who are working and getting off at 5, especially women who have young children. They got to go to the daycare. It just gives them a little bit more daylight time to go home, you know what I mean, and be safe. That's really the only reason for me. I don't really see any other issue with it. It doesn't really matter. It's kind of something that we've all been dealing with since we were born, but as an adult, I would say that that's probably the only thing that I'm interested in as it pertains to that. Okay, now one other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, it says there is a deadline for state rent relief is March 31st. Okay, this is for Los Angeles County. So if you are living in Los Angeles County, it says the Department of Consumer and Business Affairs reminds LA County tenants and landlords that the emergency rental assistance is available and applications are open through March 31st of 2022. So you have up until the end of this month. Eligible tenants and landlords are urged to apply immediately. Applications will no longer be accepted after March 31st of 2022. Okay, so if you guys need some money, if you need a little bit of moolah to help you pay your bills, I suggest you get online and look up California rent support so that you guys can get the additional financial assistance that you need. That is absolutely all that I have for you guys today. Hopefully you guys can hear me. It's going to take me a while to get this video up, but I could not pry my other device away from my son, so I had to improvise. But on that note, you guys, as always, I'm going to tell you guys, smash that like button if you haven't already, because it really does help to let YouTube know that you like what I'm doing and you want me to stick around. Also, if you have not got a chance to check out my merch shop, I am wearing one of the new shirts that is on my shop. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it basically says Black Women Equal Oracle. There are some other things on there, you know what I mean, for y'all. It's not all about what this shirt means, but I just wanted to put that out there for you guys. At the same time, remember to live, love, and elevate, and I will definitely see you guys in my next video. Peace, y'all. Bye.